Little Fargo, don't you think?
Holy shit. Did Dexter just reference Fargo?
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.
Dexter Morgan is behind the times. His actions have been sloppy, and he is being forced to improvise because he ignored everything Harry taught him about planning a kill. He overlooked technological advancements when he missed the cameras, he covered his tracks poorly, and he had no idea how to dispose of the body. The CSI guy, Damian, was good. Dexter's reaction to Damian reminded me of his reaction to Boyd Fowler. It would be poetic justice if Dexter was taken down with the contributions of a diligent and meticulous crime scene investigator like himself. Dexter is a total addict, both in his narrative and in his justifications for his actions in his imaginary talks with Deb. Dexter is mighty defensive in these imaginary talks, which again illustrates his selfish needs which endanger Harrison, defeating his entire purpose for hiding in seclusion to begin with. It is also equally ironic that Dexter's sloppiness directly corresponds with the fact he no longer uses Harry as an inner monologue. Harrison is revealed to be a bit of a badass, and not just picking locks so a bunch of stoners can get high. He has proven to be calm during confrontation, and he is also proven to have formidable fighting skills. He protects a victim from those two bullies, and you can see that Harrison has street smarts in addition to learning he has book smarts. Harrison no doubt has more to reveal and a bigger role in all of this, and he seems to have somewhat of a hero complex, which might come into play if Audrey finds herself in danger. And I wouldn't be surprised if Harrison witnessed Dexter moving the dead body, as Harrison is clearly smarter and more observant than Dexter believes. But at the end of the day, I think Harrison is basically a well-meaning, good kid who just wants a dad in his life. So the man responsible for the missing women has been revealed, and apparently he enjoys hunting his victims as target practice. We never get a clear look at this individual, but I'm banking on the idea that it is the Army Ranger / helicopter pilot for Edward. Pretty funny that Dexter had a victim close enough that he could hear the gunfire, and he dismissed it, too preoccupied with his own dilemma. But there is a sick individual out there whose fate will no doubt soon be directly intertwined with our favorite serial killer. Speaking of Edward, the oil billionaire was a smug asshole when Audrey broke down. If I am correct on my Army Ranger guess, there might be a reason to believe that Edward may be aware of some of the shady behavior of his pilot, or perhaps even an accomplice, although I'm not sure he's that involved with the sick bastard shooting frightened fleeing women. As for Kurt Caldwell lying, I tend to believe he's basically on a fishing expedition, but perhaps he was just a bit unstable to begin with. Also of interest is mention that a true crime podcaster will be spending time in Iron Lake, and she already came across Dexter. You have to wonder if she won't discuss something about one of Dexter's many victims, or perhaps even the Bay Harbor Butcher himself. Or perhaps Trinity, where someone like Angela might wind up seeing that his last victim, Rita, was survived by 3 children, including a boy named Harrison. Because here, I believe, are the 2 biggest clues we have gotten so far, and why I believe Angela is the end game this season.
You're all trampling right now, so please back up.
Shit. Why does my girlfriend have to be such a good cop?
People don't just disappear. There's always a reason.
Well, you're a good cop. You'll find them.
Angela is a superstar in the making. A potential superstar that even Lundy himself would envy. Because Angela is now situated where she can potentially take down the sick bastard hunting women and draining the blood, and she could take down Dexter too. And I believe that is what is going to ultimately happen. That this new badass Deb lookalike is going to be the one to do what Deb failed to do before, as well as Dokes and LaGuerta And the writing is on the wall here. Dexter is way too close to this badass in the making to possibly avoid her radar. If she's as protective and overbearing as Audrey says, and if she's as good a cop as Dexter believes, she will figure out his dark secret. Dexter thinks he's smarter than Angela, and I suspect he isn't. Whatever else happens with the killer, with Audrey, with Harrison, Edward, and Kurt Caldwell, this is building towards a final showdown between Dexter Morgan and Chief Angela Bishop. What do you think? Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and have a wonderful night.
I'm onto something here, I feel it. Like one of your hunches. Way to have my back.
There you go. You take it again. No phones.
I did not cheat.
Then you'll prove it.
Well, thanks for having my back. Like always.
This don't look right.
What do you mean?
Well, usually you find a dead animal on the road, it means he was hit by a car, but there's no tire marks or blood on the asphalt. This raccoon was killed someplace else and dropped here.
He's CSIing me.
Someone may have mixed it in with the deer's blood so we'd overlook it.
Uh-oh. This guy's good.
You need my helicopter.
It would really help.
Then it's yours. My pilot was an Army Ranger. He knows the area. I'll have him coordinate with your office.
Wouldn't want to be prey around here. Hunters get up way too early.
People are complicated. Life's complicated. One day you'll understand how the world really works.
So she's a podcaster? It's only like the most popular true crime podcast out there. I mean, she's like 1 million followers on Instagram.
I call him the Trinity Killer. Kills in threes. Been doing it all over the country for years.
People don't just disappear. There's always a reason.
Well, you're a good cop. You'll find him.
You're a good cop. You're a good person. You're not like him. Put him down!
Next to his own severed head. A head which at this time has no name.
I know his name.
Is there any progress on putting up that stop sign over by Lewis's package store? That's an accident waiting to happen.
Surprise, motherfucker.